surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes,
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
every step that I take is another mistake to you.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so
Happy Sunday, my friend. I'm okay right now, sorta. Yeah.
Well, shit. I'm sorry. Hi. I was muted. Actually, you could hear me, but they couldn't hear me. Hi,
I could
welcome
hear you.
everybody. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I apologize. I'm a little disheveled.
I'm sorry.
I've been running
Snorted.
around. I've been running around. Been running around trying to get everything ready. I'm here. Can y'all not hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I was muted.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was muted, and I
Okay.
thought I had everything set and ready to go.
Are they saying they can hear you? Nothing
No,
yet?
I don't know. Can y'all not hear
Hey,
me?
guys, type potato in the chat room if you can hear BA. I know they can hear me, probably, maybe. If you can hear BA, type potato. I got that from a guy I used to, whose
Oh, okay. They're
podcast I
saying
was obsessed with.
type potato. I think I've
Or
heard that. I think I've heard that before. So anyway,
because
let's
I've used it before.
let's rewind. Welcome, happy Sunday to everybody. I'm not sure if you guys noticed the title of this live stream, but what in the actual fuck? So a lot of things have actually happened this weekend that ponders that question: what in the actual fuck? So. There's a lot to talk about today too. I mean, not just about this weekend in college football, but yeah, there's a lot to talk about. So just a quick PSA. I have been told that the Your Season is Over video is going to be starting at 6:45. So unfortunately, I am going to end the show about that time. So so you guys can kind of head on over there and watch it. I mean, the beginning of the Your
all
Season is
all complaint emails can go to crazyunclelou@gmail.com.
There you go. That's right. Thank you. Any complaints you have, yeah, you can send them on to crazyunclelou@gmail.com. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. How was your weekend?
Girl, it's been kind of a crazy week, uh, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'll say this to you real quick. My mom is at home and doing better now. So I'll just say that.
Awesome.
I'm
Great
not
to
gonna get into what
hear.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No.
just
No. That's
there's
good.
so
Great
much
news.
going on, right?
Yes.
And I actually wanted to do a show because I was off. I can't remember. But I knew I wanted to do a show Wednesday, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I just had too
Too
much
much
on my
going
mind.
on. Yeah. You were
Yeah.
off though Wednesday,
So
weren't you?
yes.
Yeah.
No, actually, they started like next schedule. It seems like I'm going to be off starting like every Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And last Wednesday I did end up working, but I was still able to get off at like I was only scheduled until 2.
Mm.
So I thought I could still have my show whether I have it at 6 or 8 because I thought I'm just going to go ahead and do it at 8,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it was Saturday or no, wait, hold on. No, not Saturday. Wait, hold on. What was that? Wednesday. Shit.
It
All
has
right,
actually
I'll let
seemed
you talk.
well. Look, it does actually seem like this week has gone by like really slowly. I guess I don't know, but then it seems like the weekend just went by really quickly. Like the week went by really slow, like Monday to Friday. But then like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, like when I woke up this morning, I was like, shit, it's already Sunday. So, oh, happy October 1st to everybody, by the way. Let me just throw that out
Happy
there.
October
Yes.
1st, everyone. I love
30
October.
30 days until Halloween for those of you that are keeping
I love
track.
Halloween.
Is that your favorite holiday? It's my daughter's favorite holiday.
Well,
She loves Halloween.
I just love fall in general. You
Yeah,
know what I
see,
mean?
like
And
fall
I
is my
love
favorite
this.
season, but I mean, like out of all the holidays,
I don't know if it's
Christmas
yeah.
is my
I don't
favorite
know if
holiday.
I probably would say uh I don't know. It would be a toss up between like Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I can understand New Year's Eve too. So, do you know before I take roll and do my little spiel, I had to tell you guys something. So, my daughter today, before I started the show, we were talking about, it was October 1st, how many days there was till Halloween and whatnot. She's like, you know what? She's like, I don't even know why they have Thanksgiving. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, I mean, really, what's the point? What's the point? I mean, you got Halloween, which of course everyone knows I love Halloween, and then Christmas. She's like, so why even have Thanksgiving? And I was like, I mean, are you crazy? I was like, well, the mentality of why we have to.
So they don't
celebrate.
teach that in school. Then they have okay, because I know there's this thing where there's certain parts of history that they don't want to talk about right now, right in
Mm-hmm.
schools.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering what kind of history do they tell? Like what all do they? They've got to have history classes, I
Right.
assume.
Right. And then and then something that got mentioned about like the pilgrims or something like that. I was like, I said, Thanksgiving has been around way longer than you can imagine, And she's like, what, by the pilgrims? And I was like, yeah. She was like, they killed people. And I was like, oh my God.
They
was
start them
like,
young now. Well, I
know.
mean, they did, but I mean, yeah, they did. But what I'm saying is,
And then I was like,
she's really gonna hate Thanksgiving. And when she hits college, she's gonna start saying Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. That's what
Indigenous
she's gonna
Peoples Day,
start
yeah.
saying.
So, look, I mean, I think I have heard, this discussion being talked about before. I think Lou actually might have said something about how, yeah, like pilgrims killed Indians or something like that. The Injuns, as I think his would put it. So, but that's a story for another time. So let me go ahead and take roll.
I didn't understand why he always said that, though. I had never heard a person who was Native American Indian or whatever saying Injun. And at
Injuns.
first I said engines,
Yeah.
but I thought I'm like, he's saying it like engine. I was thinking like a
Yes.
car engine.
Yeah.
And then I had to look it up on I think what do we call it?
Urban
That Nick
Dictionary.
does?
Urban
Yeah,
Dictionary.
what's in and it was INGUN.
Yeah, INGUN.
I'd never heard that term in
Engine.
my life until Lou.
Until Lou said it.
Introduced that the word.
Look, you learn something new every time you log on to YouTube, don't you? So.
Exactly.
All right. First one in here was Millis Vanillis. He was actually, I set up my show like an hour ago, and he was the first to comment. So welcome, Millis. Third and Nate, Lizard Circus, Colby, Matt Dumit, Pastor Dave, Brad Pitt, Jay Shipes, Bulldog Brian, Let the Big Dog Eat, Texas Rocks, SEC Dog, P Digits, welcome. Finkel is Einhorn, he says. And Einhorn is Finkel. The Uncle Lou is here.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Pigskin Pete, welcome, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
I think I might have gotten everybody. I'm just scrolling down. Lizard Circus. I don't know if I said Lizard Circus. I think I might have. Yeah. Did I say Lizard Circus already? Okay, well, either way, yeah. CJ, Vic2 Productions, Raj. Welcome, Raj.
Remember that time? Huh?
Oh, I was
I
was just gonna say Lou and I were actually just talking about you. I think it was Friday, so I'm glad to see you in here. Welcome, Raj. He just had a birthday, I think, too.
You know what? I was just thinking about Raj today out of the blue, thinking I haven't seen anyone really. But what I mean is, like, I miss his streams and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like he's, of course, he's totally part of the community. Not just because he's not here doesn't mean he's not. But I'm just saying, like, I miss seeing him.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I miss seeing him. So, I mean, the only way that I ever know that if he's actually still alive is, by his wife, Mrs. Raj, because I'm friends with her on Facebook. So she's always posting pictures and stuff like that. So anytime Lou asked me, like, have you heard from Raj? And I was like, well, I know he's still around because, Mrs. Raj posts pictures, so I'm assuming he's doing good, but glad to see you, Raj.
When Raj came.
Let's see. We've got Zona Tucson 93, Ballard Sports Media. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you haven't done yet, we got Sports Talks 101 too. Sorry if I missed anybody. It was completely by accident. Slim Shady Canes, welcome. So I know I keep scrolling down and like new people keep popping up.
I know, right?
Again, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, make sure you're doing so. Unlike Pete. I care, and I know Tiger Cat cares, and of course, we all know that YouTube cares. So please make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. Also,
girl, I care so much. I do. I care.
I know you do.
Now,
I know you do.
And it's because I care a lot that I'm getting less and less.
Oh, stop
That's
it!
What I said. It's a conspiracy.
Colby, that's the first time I have heard that. He says BA's son looks like Patrick Mahomes for real. So, yeah. So my son had homecoming.
Oh.
We'll get into all that. My son had homecoming Saturday. So, and he went stag solo. He just went with a couple of friends. But yeah, I got a couple of pictures that he took. But anyway, let me finish my thing. If you feel so inclined to do so, the links to my Cash App and PayPal are in the description of this video. I will also post them in the chat and pin them to the top of the chat as well. Of course, as Celine Driver would say, never expected but always appreciated. So there's that. Okay, moving right along. So yes, he had
oh, I can see it.
homecoming.
I can see it.
Oh, are you looking now? So
Yeah,
I'll go
to.
ahead and pull up.
I'm sorry,
the
I
picture.
didn't.
No,
mean
you're
to do
fine.
that. I just had to look.
But that
Your
is
son
actually
wears glasses, though, right?
he
If
does
took
wear
his
glasses.
Off.
Every one of my
Yeah.
children wear glasses. I was hoping at one point in time, like at
That's
least
true, right.
one of my kids would not have to wear glasses. But unfortunately, they all wear glasses. So okay, I got that two authentication thing. So because I've never logged onto Facebook on this PC, it had to make me verify and everything. So all right, let's see. Let's go to my homepage.
Just make sure
I
that
don't
when
know. I don't see it. I don't see.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to see. Did he do a side to side thing? Is that what he did?
Oh no! I'm just gonna show the picture that I posted on Facebook. So, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I tried to make it as big as possible, but all right, yeah. So this is my middle son. He'll be 17 in December, but yeah. So he's a junior, and this is him all dappered up for homecoming. So
Looks nice.
my baby,
That's
look
a
at him. He
cool
looks so
picture.
grown, right?
He does. It used to be.
Looks
It feels
so
like he was so much
grown.
tinier when I first.
Oh, he was,
When you
girl.
and I.
Yeah.
It's like he had a growth spurt.
He did. As soon as he hit like 9th grade, yeah, like he's taller than all of us now. Like he's even taller than his dad. So he's got
oh.
I mean, he's got to be close to like 6 foot. But yeah, I mean, I was worried because it's funny because like he was like the biggest as far as weight is concerned when he was born. But I mean, like he was a runt most of his life until he hit high school. And like he actually, yeah. But again, he's
Put yourself on solo for a second. I want to see closer.
okay. Oh yeah, you can't. Oh yeah, you can't see, can you?
Oh, it's on the big screen for them.
Yeah. Hang on,
Hey guys, can y'all see me now?
it's fine. Let me. I'll put my.
Hey guys, can they see me now?
No,
can
they
they see
can't
me
see
now?
you.
Oh, I
No.
thought because you had the. StreamYard up, they can see me.
No. Can you not see it in the
Okay, there.
StreamYard?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see now. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
So Colby said he looks like Patrick Mahomes. That's actually the first time that I've seen I've anybody has said that. So I don't know. I don't think he looks like Patrick Mahomes. What do you think?
I see a similarity. I
Yeah.
do. Even the way he's now, of course, he's posing, but you'll see. It seems like you see Patrick Mahomes.
Here's a side profile.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. You can't see his face
Yeah.
that great in this picture. So, but let me see. No, see that one's even further. So
He looks like he could be a model, like, you know what I mean? I could see him walking down the runway. Look, he's walking down the runway there, and people are like clapping and stuff. I'm serious. The male models, I think, are skinny too, like the females.
Oh man. Well, I thought he looked great. You know, it was
He
his
does. No, he looks great. I love that.
No,
I love
yeah,
the suit.
yeah. So when we went to go pick out this outfit, like we tried on a white shirt to go underneath this jacket. He knew he wanted black pants. And he knew he wanted to wear like a bow tie, like a black bow tie. So we tried on a white button-down shirt at first, and he was like, do they not have black ones? He was like, I think a black one would look better. And I was like, really? Black on black? Like black, you know, a black pants, black shirt, and then a black bow tie. So what I ended up doing was I had him try the outfit on, and I sent it to Lou. I was like,
oh well, Lou.
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, does this look all right? Like black on black? And he was like, yeah, it looks great. And I was like, okay then.
Have you ever seen that show? Have you ever seen that show Queer Eye for the Straight Guy?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I love that
Yes.
show, right? Now, Lou could be a token hetero on there, I think. He could probably be a token heterosexual on there. They could have their token hetero.
I think the term is metrosexual. Isn't that the term that people use?
But yet he doesn't necessarily act metrosexual in the sense of you have some metrosexuals that will really be like all into like how they look at people, how they come off, right?
Uh-huh.
Like he's a dapper dresser. He's very dapper. And he stands there like he knows he looks dapper and stuff, you know, the confidence. But I forgot where I was going with this. He's not I still don't see him. It's like Traveling Fools dresses real good, but I don't see them as metrosexual.
Yeah.
They're too guy-ish. They're just guys that know how to dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like does Lou go get pedicures? Probably just because you did.
No. Look,
him.
so yes, he's gotten a pedicure with me before. So, and I know
Right,
that
but
Mrs.
because
Pete.
it was you though.
Well, Mrs. Pete and I have been going back and forth too, and she has been talking about trying to talk Pete into going with her to go get a pedicure. And I was like, talk to Lou. Talk to Lou. He's going to get a pedicure, and he absolutely loved it. So I'm telling you.
You know what would be epic?
I'm telling you,
They need to get one together
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. That
and
would
do
be
a video.
Yeah, and do a video. They can have the lunch
they
money
can-
show at the nail salon.
Yes. And then they should get a pedicure. I mean, a manicure too.
Yeah, I would get a manicure, but I wash my hands too much. You know, being in the
Me too. Me too.
Being the field that I am, I just whether it's shampooing people all the time or just I mean I'm such a germaphobe when it comes to things like that.
Me
Like,
too.
I have to constantly wash my hands, and I don't know what it is, but like I feel like that hand sanitizer, I don't know, just doesn't work. Does that make sense? Because not only that, but like when you use hand sanitizer, it's like, say you use hand sanitizer and you're getting ready to go eat.
Mhm.
It's like you get that, like if you're eating fries or something like that, or I don't know, like it feels like
You get a taste
yeah,
in your
you
mouth.
get the taste of the sanitizer in your mouth, and like it's gross. so yeah, I'm constantly washing my hands. Now I do like a good like wet wet wipe too. Like I make it a point to carry those, like whether they're in my car or like in
Me
my
too.
purse or something
My
like that.
car, my
Yeah, like
purse.
I love a
Yep.
good wet wipe. Oh my gosh. So this just goes to show, like we're definitely old. Like
Well, no, but
who carries wet
and
wipes? Except for old
the,
people.
well, but here's the thing too, though. Like for all those years, washing our hands is one of the most basic, most often things that we do.
Right.
And
Right.
always had that habit in my personal life. But what's funny is like I'm working at, the dispensary now, and now that we have to handle either cash or the can pay, so I'm handling a lot of cash, right? I go to get this paper, instruction paper to get them to give a patient, and I lick my finger to pick it up a piece. And
Mm-hmm.
I felt so gross because I had been handling money and haven't had a chance to go
Yep.
wash my hands.
Yep.
And money has more germs on it than anything.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And then, like, when COVID, you remember when COVID was like, I mean, like, when COVID first hit, like, we delivering papers, like, we didn't really take a break. Like, we were still delivering to, these gas stations or whatever that they're in. And, like, I mean, when it was first, like, really, like when people were like, oh, you got to mask up wherever you go or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'll wear a mask or whatever, it doesn't really bother me either way. But then, like, when I would go into these stores, like, I have this one guy at a store, when he goes to sign, like, the receipt that I give him, he licks his fucking fingers. Oh my God. I can't stand that shit.
Mm,
Oh my God.
mm.
Yeah, like he'll lick his
Ugh.
fingers, and then like like he'll rip the page out or something like that, and then like when he's handing me, like when he's counting out the money, like he'll lick his fingers too, and then like hand me the money.
Ugh.
I know, right, right. So, well, not only that, but then I get newspaper print all over my hands and stuff like that. So that, hence again, like the reason why I carry wet wipes, or like I'm constantly washing my hands, because I can't stand like the feeling of having like ink, like printer ink, all over your hands. So.
Well, yeah, because newspapers dirt. It makes my hands feel dirty when
Mm-hmm.
they get that brown whatever ink
Yeah.
on it, or the
Mm-hmm.
black.
Yep. Yep. So,
I always hated that. Why
quick
do they
shout
do that?
out to Millis Vanillis for the Cash App. Thank you so much, Millis. It says, for you ladies, so you ladies are great. Thank you, Millis. Appreciate that. Glad to see you back
Well,
on YouTube too.
I appreciate it, but that's BA's money, so you know what I mean? This is your channel, but I appreciate it, Millis. He just hasn't been around. He doesn't know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
So,
you
but
keep it.
that's a story for another day too, as well. So, okay, let's get right into it. So we started off with a bunch of nonsense and bullshit. So, and then user error on my part where nobody could hear me because I'm a professional. Hashtag professional. So let's talk about Georgia. And I think you and I talked about this, but so what in the actual fuck?
You see now what you're
look,
seeing.
I know, like, I don't know how y'all do this shit. I'm telling you, like, I was so stressed out during that game, watching that game. Like, I was literally
like,
sweating, like literally sweating watching that game.
girl, I get sometimes my heart can beat out of my chest, right? Now, remember in the group chat, I was getting all ticked off. Well, I just happened to be watching a stream of the game. People, I think overseas do that shit. You know what they did? Right before he started to do the last play, I said I wasn't going to watch anymore, but I couldn't help it. He goes, now Daniel snaps, and the thing stops and says, thank you for watching. They do it to troll us.
Mm-hmm.
But thank God I didn't have to see that he didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we had the game in our hands, and I'm telling you, girl, this was the team I was most afraid of.
I remember you saying
When
that. Mm-hmm.
when people asked me, I didn't think that I was that was the number one. The second really was between either Florida State or Bama.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as afraid of Bama as I was before. Uh and if you ask me, you're going to win one of these games, which one will it be? I might have said Bama because I had a feeling something was going to happen in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Just where it's set in the schedule, the loss, see, whether they would have lost to Alabama or beat Alabama, we were screwed
Mm-hmm.
because they were going to go in there on fire. We're going to get LSU now. Wait, did they win? No, they didn't win. Okay, forget that. They're pissed off that they didn't win. So now they're going to say, we're going to beat the Tigers now then. We didn't beat them. Let's beat who they say is number one.
Right.
Screw
Right.
y'all, Ole Miss. Okay?
Well, it's like I told you when I texted you earlier today. We didn't really watch too much of the LSU game. But I mean, once the Georgia game was over and he stopped streaming, like we actually sat down and I think we watched like a little bit of the end of that game, and LSU was up by 2 points, and I swear, like I thought that they were gonna take it. Even I thought it was gonna be they were gonna win by 2 points. So where actually I guess Ole Miss came back, and then
No, Ole Miss came out hard. We came back.
well,
And
no, I'm
we
saying
beat
like at
we
the
were
end. I mean, because at
Oh,
one
at
point, at one point in time, LSU was up like 2 points, right? Like it was like 42 to
Right,
40 or something. Yeah, right.
it was 42. Wait, hold on. 42. Wait, hold on. I remember yeah, we were were we hang on, I got to think about that.
No,
For some reason
I
I'm
mean,
not
I want to say
remembering
I
it
think
right.
I remember looking at the score and yeah, you guys were up like by like 2 points, and it was like I think it was like the fourth, it was like the fourth quarter at that point in time, and I think it was like down to
Right. But
single digits as far as the time.
we started off bad. Like they started out kicking our ass.
Yeah.
But then they would be up 2, and then we would get another touchdown, and it would only be a one score game. We got to the point where it was like a 1 point game.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't know if we kicked a field. I don't remember, but it was like before that last play that the score was 32 to wait. All we had to do was all we needed was 6. We didn't even have to kick the point after. We would have won.
Mm-hmm.
So we were down by I think 3 or 4 at the end. But in the beginning, it looked like they were going to just skewer us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, y'all put up a good fight, right?
The whole game was insane.
Well,
The announcers were like, what a game, what a game. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter when it's not your team, asshole. They're like, ooh, this is a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, Lou streamed that game, the Georgia Auburn game on Patreon, and man, I mean, at one point in time, I actually left. I think it was like maybe like close to like I don't know, maybe it was like the second quarter. I left to go cook dinner, and like I.
Like you heard whenever they made the touchdown.
That and like he was because like I mean I don't even think they like finally got ahead till like close to the end of the third quarter or maybe even the fourth quarter. Like they didn't even come out ahead until like the fourth quarter, but they were tied going into halftime, I think. So like
right.
Yeah, they were tied.
Well, they kind of sort of stayed tied.
Yes, like
and
I
then
said.
I noticed. Yeah, but there was a time when they had 7 points over you. That's when they got a touchdown. That's probably when you heard whatever it was.
Oh
you heard
yeah,
coming.
yeah. So I was in the kitchen.
That inhuman whatever you heard noise coming from the living room was Lou.
Well,
that
yeah.
unearthly sound. No, I'm just teasing.
Like, I would be in there cooking and then all of a sudden, like, I would hear him yell from his studio, "Georgia's losing, by the way." And I was like, "Yes, I know." I said, "I am watching you, watching."
Oh, God, he's so funny. He is so he wanted to make sure you just made sure you knew while you were cooking.
Right.
Because he didn't want to suffer by himself. So y'all suffered together.
Yeah, and look, I have to throw Colby under the bus here just for a second, okay? The whole time Colby was in the stream, like he kept commenting, yeah, Georgia's gonna lose, Georgia's gonna lose. So then finally, when Georgia got ahead, you know, I commented in the comment section, I was like, Colby, I'm gonna need you to apologize for your previous comments. And he was like, I'm sorry. He's like, I apologize. And I was like, yeah. I was like, see, you got to have faith, man. This is the same thing that I tell Lou all the time. Like, I mean, I have usually he's, he lets me like I sometimes I ask him, I'm like, I said, well, how confident are you going into, like this game or whatever like that? And I mean, like he's usually pretty honest with me about, how he feels. But I tell you, the halftime at when we played South Carolina, he did his halftime video, and then he came out into the living room, and the first thing he said to me was, he's like, we're not winning this game. So, and
Wow.
that I think is the first time that I've ever heard him say that. So I was like, babe, I was like, have faith. I said, don't think like that. But I mean, yeah, I think that was the first time I'd ever seen him like down in that sense, like no confidence whatsoever that we were going to take that game in that South Carolina game in halftime.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm not laughing at him. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
It was the same feeling I got in the third quarter with FSU. We're not going to win this game. But I was right. He was wrong.
Right. Right. So between like stressing out over what's going to happen if Georgia does lose, and like how Lou is probably going to lose his mind, and having to hear him like screaming and yelling because they're losing. I mean, like, I was so stressed out. So I was texting Mrs. Pete. I was like, please keep me in your thoughts. She was just like, yeah. She's like, what the hell's going on with Georgia? And I was like, I have no idea. I was like, we need to pull our shit together. So, I mean, a win is a win, right? Is that what everybody says? A win is a win, no matter how shitty, shitty it is.
Yeah, I mean, trust me. Had we made that last touchdown, I would have been very happy with that win as a win, even though the game was close the entire time. Because I know Mississippi State isn't terrible.
Mississippi State.
I'm sorry, you Ole Miss. Ole Miss.
Yeah, no, it was Ole Miss. You're right,
Like,
it was Ole Miss. I don't know why I was thinking Mississippi. Yeah.
I think that Ole Miss kind of gets overlooked. I think they're a lot better than maybe people think they are sometimes. I don't know. Lane Kiffin is weird. I don't like him. His hair is stupid. Okay. It always looks like he got out of bed. And dude, like, shave it short. It's a bush up there. You have a big fat bush on your head. First of all, your ass is huge, which is weird. I don't like the way you walk. I don't like the way you talk. I think you're a pervert.
It's so funny that you
think
mentioned
you're
that
gross.
because we woke up this morning and, like, of course, Lou does this thing where he watches, like, like the college, the post, college football post shows or whatever on TV. And, like, they were talking about the LSU and Ole Miss game. And, like, I guess when they were doing an interview with Lane Kiffin on the sidelines, like, the Lou was like, what the hell's going on with his hair?
I know. I always feel like it looks like that. And he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips because, of course, he's going to bang whoever, whatever, that
Isn't
he's
he
just
married?
being him. Oh, I don't know. I thought he was like a real ladies' man. That's just what I hear. I don't know.
Look, I don't know.
there.
Like, I don't keep up with all that shit. So, like, I just go by what I hear. So, I don't know. I just assumed he was married. Maybe not though. I mean, I've never heard either or whether, but I just assumed he was married. So I don't know. Can anybody let us know in the comment section? Is Lane Kiffin married? So while we're
I
waiting on an
just think
answer
he's
for
a
that,
dork.
so
I think he's a dork.
well, no, he's
Okay.
not so much a dork. Like, when you say dork, I think of what's his name, Shane Beamer. Like, now he's a dork. Shane Beamer's a dork.
Okay,
He just look
so
he
let me
just looks
think.
dorky.
Yeah, he looks dorky, but he's like this cocky, arrogant. He walks like he's with his nose in the air and his fat ass. Yeah, I just
Yeah, I'm not sure
I don't know
exactly
what
what he
it
was
is.
trying to accomplish with that hair, but honestly, when I saw it this morning when he was doing the sideline interview or something like that, it looked like he had gotten his hair permed. That's exactly what it looked like. I mean, it was a hot mess, girl.
All I
And
know.
he wears one of those, like, I think Lou likes to call it women's golf visors, because Kirby wears one
Uh-huh.
too. But yeah, he was wearing one of those golf visor hats, and like his hair was just like a mess.
I don't know. I was sad when I saw that Brian Kelly wore one of those too. I
Okay.
don't know. I just like the look more. I like the look more of a regular cap. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I mean, Brian
Like,
Kelly, it doesn't look as silly on Brian Kelly, though, because Brian Kelly doesn't really have that much hair, But, like, with
well,
Kirby.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing messy can come out.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But, like, with Kirby, and then, like, even with Lane Kiffin yesterday, I mean, yeah, it literally straight up looked
He
like.
looks like he just got out of bed with that
With a
$25 hooker he got
with the
last
freshly
night.
permed hair, like he went and got his hair permed right before the game.
You know what? I never did a trash talk video to Ole Miss. In fact, I always said that's the one I'm most scared about. So I don't really have to eat crow, do I? I don't have to eat crow. And I mean, I could say congratulations to be a good sport. All right, whatever. Congratulations. And also congratulations on getting your ass whooped by Bama, who we're going to beat. And we're going to win out the rest. And we're going to win out the West. We're going to win out because we are the best.
Yeah, there was a lot
I
of
know,
shit
but
talking going on in that little group chat that we have. Wasn't there?
oh, I know. I was just like, I was too nervous watching that game. I couldn't stand it. I'm like, you're sitting here trying to make Alabama relevant. It's not.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
So that's not even the point of this discussion. And they're telling me, oh, their defense is so elite. It's not 2012. Okay.
Gets the signal that he should go down,
I'm
and
sorry.
I
I want to
think
show
we'll get
this
him back
video
in the
real
game, don't
quick.
you, Ness?
So,
Uh-oh.
shout out
Yeah,
to
show it.
shout out to the Barner man for the fake injury that was obviously pretty noticeable. So, yeah, if you didn't think that this was so. All right, here we go.
Real quick before you do that, and I want to see it. Too bad, unfortunately, my computer is restarting in 37 seconds.
Oh, so you want me to wait till your computer restarts?
Well, if you could, you're not going to see me for a little while because it's going to shut down and restart. It's
Oh.
finished finally installing. I'm sorry. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
You can
That's
show it.
Okay.
Okay, because they did. Yeah, there was a lot of injury stuff going on over there, and in our game too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, at 13, 12, 11. Okay, 10. Guys, I love you guys.
All right, come on back. Yeah.
7,
We'll see you in about
6.
10 minutes.
Okay, 2, 1.
All right, let me show this video real quick. You guys can give me your thoughts on this in the comments. Of course, it's not going to play. Hello. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, while it's doing, I'll try and see if I can find another one. actually. Sorry. So yeah, and we'll wait for TK to come back as well too. So, but yeah, did any of y'all catch that? I actually missed it. I actually didn't see it while we're watching the game live, but I saw it this morning. When Lou was watching recaps of his shit. So, hang on, maybe this one will play. This one's on YouTube. There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go.
The bench gets the signal that he should go down, and I think we'll get him back in the game, don't you, Ness?
I think we'll get him back in the game.
Yeah. There you go.
Extended highlights presented.
So, yeah. So there's that. There's that. Looks like Pete running the 40-yard dash. Raj says CJ and C-Dog, along with Rec Talk, have hired Slim Shady Canes as their counselor just to bring them back down to reality, just like Miami's program. Mills Vanilla says, fun fact, Mrs. Pete game day grub videos are amazing. Oh, yes, thank you. Shout out to Mrs. Pete. Those, I think they were called like biscuit balls. I don't know. I don't even know what they were called. Those looked amazing. I haven't seen Mrs. Pete in the chat, but yes, Pete, if you're still listening, yeah, the biscuit balls looked amazing. I'm gonna have to definitely try that recipe. Nick DTV says Florida lost to a horse racing school. I don't even know. Did West Virginia win their game? Biscuit bombs. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. Biscuit bombs. Yeah, they looked amazing. I bet they were amazing, too. They probably tasted amazing. That's a great question, Lou. He says, who is down worse, C-Dog and Wreckman or James? James has been MIA since they lost to since LSU's lost to FSU, so I don't know. That's another great question, Texas Rock. Where are the Florida fans? I know. No word from Octavian today either. Poor Octavian. I know Florida was losing. Florida pissed Celine Driver off so bad that he rage quit his live stream. Poor Celine. Pete says James' internet was cut off. Yeah. Oh, you actually made the biscuit bombs, Millis? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try that recipe out. I made baked pork chops and collard greens and French fries. That's what we had for dinner last night. And it was delicious. Yeah, I saw Octavian in Lou's afternoon stream too. He wanted to come on during halftime, but you know, Lou had to do his halftime video, so Vic says Celine quit when it was like 10-0. Yeah, I mean, I did notice that his stream was only like 39 minutes long or something like that. So I was telling Lou, I think it was during halftime. I was telling Lou, I was like, well, Celine was live streaming, but now he's not anymore. I wonder if he just quit. So we went back and watched it, and yeah, sure enough, after the last touchdown that they made, not Florida, but the other team, he was like, that's it, it's over. He's like, yeah. Yeah, fishing was. I saw fishing too as well. Yeah, Celine rage quit. That's what I said. I saw fishing in the comment section of Lou's live stream too, and like he was going off on the Gator fans, telling them to like shut the fuck up and shit like that. I don't know what was going on with him. So, welcome, Alan A. I haven't seen you in a little while. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if that's true, Colby. Not sure if that's true at all. I don't think I've ever heard Celine cutting his grass. He's probably, he lives in that retirement community, so he probably has somebody come out and cut his grass. You can't relate to losing programs, Nick. So, did anyone ever say whether or not did West Virginia win their game? Is he, Colby? Is he? He's a realistic Florida fan. Okay. Yes. Yes, Lou. Florida Gators have Crohn's disease. Okay, they did. Bulldog Brian says West Virginia fucked around and won. Well, a win is a win, I guess, though, right? Yeah, Sea Dog and Rectuck were down bad, most definitely. Most definitely. Like, Rec was down so bad that, I mean, he was actually allowing Lou to troll him in the comment section of his show. And all he kept saying was, we deserve it. We deserve it. Go ahead. All right. I'm going to drop the StreamYard link. Anybody wants to come on and talk about whatever? Oh, is that what happened, Colby? West Virginia got enough games that they can't fire Doo-Doo Brown. Oh. Yeah, he did look pretty sad, didn't he, Slim? Poor Sea Dog. Poor Sea Dog. Oh, they play TCU. West Virginia play TCU. Okay. Thanks, Harry. Yeah, what did you think about it, Nate? Hey, good morning.
When is the SEC West going to start pulling their own fucking weight?
It's exhausting, isn't it?
My shoulders are hurting. I'm tired of carrying the entire conference around over here in the East. The SEC West is dragging us down. I've got to go all over the internet defending the SEC against these morons because the SEC West is fucking garbage. They don't have a single undefeated team.
Oh, that's right.
The East has 3.
I mean,
Again, the same thing last year.
heavy is the
I mean,
crown,
this is
Uncle
tiresome
Lou.
now.
Heavy is
This
the
is
crown.
getting old. God sakes, man. We need some help over here. Thank God divisions are going away. Jesus.
Good
They're
morning,
horrible.
Nate.
Morning.
Nate, your team got blown out yesterday.
No,
Yes, they did. Nebraska got smoked again.
I'm a Michigan guy.
You're a Nebraska man.
I'm a Michigan fan.
You live in Nebraska.
Okay.
You
That's
have a
when-
corn cob thing you wear on your head.
Oh, yeah, that's
when,
right.
That's when Nebraska plays. Well, not when.
Nebraska played yesterday,
Okay, that's the only time they play Michigan. Okay.
and they got beat.
Okay. I wasn't
You
surprised.
know what? Nebraska should join the SEC West.
That'd be more worse.
Good Lord.
Hey, which is worse, the SEC West or that Big Ten West? I'm
Well,
joking.
the Big Ten West. Let's not get carried away. The Big Ten
I know.
West is worse.
I'm just joking. I'm joking. But I mean,
The Pac-2 is better than the Big Ten West.
yeah, which is sad.
Like, and all they have is Oregon State and Washington. Oregon State and Washington State, either one would win the Big Ten West every year.
I agree.
So,
But yeah,
but I'm tired of propping up the SEC West, though.
Oh yeah.
Morning, Vic.
Vic, am I wrong here?
Nope, you're right. You're right.
This is getting old.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
I know, Mrs. Pete. I was worried. I was so worried. You know, I was texting you. She says Georgia escaped Auburn.
I'm not gonna say anything.
What are your thoughts
If
on that?
the SEC West gets any worse, we're gonna have LSU fans on the internet quoting their stats from the Ole Miss loss.
Including James.
Well, I mean, escaping Auburn is better than losing to Duke and Florida State. So
Yeah, how do these people not understand? I don't understand that either. They go, yeah, a Florida fan go, yeah, we got blown out by Kentucky, but you barely beat Auburn. Hello, we won the game. What kind of a flex is that?
Win is a win.
Good morning, Slim.
Ha ha ha! We got blown out, and you barely
Tony.
won. Ha 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 ha! What is that?
Which is better, barely beating Boston College or barely beating Auburn?
Barely beating Auburn. Auburn beat Boston College by 4.
Bullshit. Auburn's a trash can. Stop it.
Auburn. How many losses to non-Power 5 teams does Auburn have? Boston College has more losses to non-Power 5 teams than the entire SEC combined.
I highly doubt that.
Well, it's just a fact. You can Google it if you need to, but the SEC doesn't lose non-Power 5 games, sir.
Google lies all the time. Can't believe Google. They spit out fake news and misinformation.
Yeah, right.
Are you wearing your Team Fool shirt?
Looks
No.
like it. Oh,
It's in the house, but no.
Just
No, I
a,
was
just
doing
an
some-
old
I was
raggedy
doing some workouts
Miami
today.
7-5 kind of T-shirt.
What?
Slim, honestly, honest to God, like, what do you think Miami's record is going to be at the end of the year?
I still think they're going to drop 3 or 4 games this year, probably, until they prove me wrong.
Well, you heard it here first. I think we can all end the show. Slim Shady has spoken.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said the same thing since the off season. I said 4 during the off season. I switched it to 3 after they beat A&M because that was a game I figured they might lose.
Nice.
So you switched up. What was your preseason rank? Preseason record.
I
I
said,
moved Georgia to 8. Fuck it. Georgia's 8. I moved them to 8. Fuck them.
You're still gonna move them to 8, even though they won?
Moving Georgia to 8. Fuck it.
Oh, here we
I
go.
mean, that actually plays out in Lou's favor because, I mean, there is kind of some bad juju on being number 1 all year long.
If you pretend nothing existed until this season started, there's no way you can have Georgia number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4.
No. Georgia would probably be like in around what 10, 9? Yeah, 8 sounds fair.
I mean, if you're looking at just this season and just this season only, I mean, to me, you have to put Washington at number 1.
They'd be one of the lowest ranked undefeated teams. They'd be behind Washington, Oregon, Texas, Florida State. They'd be about where Miami is.
Right, but
That's getting a little carried away.
But Washington barely beat Arizona, though.
Yeah, once, and then they blew out, dominated, and controlled all 4 quarters of every other game they played. Georgia hasn't looked as good as Washington in a single game this year.
I agree.
Not one. There's not one Georgia game you can point to and go, see, that's the number 1 team. Not one.
I mean, by no means do I think Georgia's a bad team, but that is a true statement, yeah.
No, somebody's going to have to beat them, and that ain't going to be easy. I mean, Georgia's turning the ball over 2 and 3 times a game. They can't run the ball. They're playing walk-on running backs in the second quarter. And they can lose, but somebody's going to have to beat them. Georgia's not going to roll over.
I swear to God, Georgia's going to drop a game. It might be at home against Ole Miss, but I swear to God, if we lose to fucking Tennessee, I'm going to blow my shit.
Hey,
well, actually, you know what would be funny? What's going to be funny is if we're undefeated, but Tennessee already has 2 losses, but Tennessee beats us, and it won't fucking matter. They still won't win the East. That would be fucking hilarious. I would almost root for us to lose to Tennessee if we were, because they still got to play Alabama, Texas A&M, Missouri, Kentucky. Like, they're probably going to lose a game again before the Georgia game, so they'll be out of it anyway. If we're undefeated and they beat us, that would be absolutely hilarious.
Speaking of Missouri, they're looking pretty good.
And have you noticed how all the Alabama fans are crawling back out of the woodworks because they beat up on a terrible Mississippi State team?
Oh yeah, they're everywhere now. They're going 99-1.
Yeah. Hey, I do feel like Alabama's going to win the West though.
My A&M take about them being one of the best 2 teams in the West doesn't seem so crazy anymore.
Well,
I host Bama this weekend.
We gonna find out.
Does it?
I mean, that still puts them as one of the best 2 teams, even if they lose that game.
Well, let me ask. Okay, Slim, you're from the outside perspective on the SEC. Do you think the East is carrying the West this year?
Sure.
Because the West seems pretty down bad, don't they?
What's going to happen when Kentucky beats the will to live out of Alabama in a couple of weeks?
Oh Lord, where's that game
I
being
don't
played?
see that. Like, as hyped up as Kentucky fans are, I put this in somebody's chat earlier. I mean, what Kentucky does best plays right into what Georgia does best. So they just need to tone it down just a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Michigan thing. Like Georgia and Michigan are almost the same team, but Georgia's a little more talented, and it's even more true with Kentucky. But yeah, I agree. Georgia's a 15-point favorite. This might be their best chance to cover yet because it's good on good, and I like Georgia's good better than Kentucky's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, and you put it in the chat earlier. As much as I like picking weekday home dogs because I've got a pretty good record at it, Georgia's pretty good at not covering the spread too.
Yeah, 0-4-1.
Damn.
Which at the end of the day doesn't really matter. No, but it's great if you're putting money on games.
Yeah. What?
So Slim, who y'all had to buy? Who y'all play next week?
We got another bye against Georgia Tech.
Oh, they're down bad, man.
I don't know if y'all saw Rhett talking Sea-Dog, but I swear to God, I almost put a wellness check on them. They are bad.
I mean, after that Bowling Green game, Miami might legit put up 700-800 yards of offense against Georgia Tech if they just want to.
Man, and they were so high and mighty. They beat the mighty Wake Forest, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
And they were so high and mighty, and
Oh, yeah.
Bowling Green just rolled them.
Sea Dog and Rec Talk were fully bought in.
They
Did
were.
you watch that 3-hour therapy session last night?
Yeah, I watched about 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, long enough to go in there and troll Rec.
Yeah, I went in there to troll, but then
Like, he was
they
like,
looked so sad, and then Rec Talk was like, you know what, Lou? I'm not even going to say anything to you about it, man. I deserve anything you want to say to me. Let us have it. And then I felt bad and didn't want to troll them.
It's like kicking a basket of puppies or something.
right? Pouring salt over the wound. That's exactly what was happening.
That's okay.
They were so, oh my gosh. Oh, like little lost puppy dogs. That's what they look like.
I mean, I wish they had won the game. That way I'd have had a little more fun this week because, like, they both figured they were going to lose to Miami. But, I mean, they'd had some confidence if they beat Bowling Green. But they're just not going to – I'm not going to get anything out of them this week, so it's going to be no fun for me.
Oh, you're going to have fun with it. Trust me.
Well, I probably still will, but not as much fun as I would have if they beat Bowling Green.
What is Georgia Tech's record?
Probably
2 and 3.
Oh, is it 2 and 3? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, fixing to be 2 and 4. Yeah.
they might go with
Dang, whoever made those bets with Sea Dog is about to cash out real soon.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's.
I wonder if he even remembers those. I'm sure he probably does.
Oh, he remembers. Because his wife cut him off because he had made so many bets.
Oh, is that what happened?
Oh yeah, and I've got. And I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna make them pay up to the Slav Olympics because I want a picture of both of them handing me their money. I got 100 with Rick and 50 with Sea Dog. And I even parlayed this bet just to make it a little more interesting. I bet them both that Georgia Tech would not make a bowl and Miami would.
Wow.
So you made the same bet with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it was 100 from Rec and then 50 for Sea Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rec Talk and Sea Dog are waiting on that 90-team playoff.
No, but last week, I guess, was it last week that Georgia Tech got a win last week?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
wait.
Raj is asking, did they roast hot dogs and marshmallows together? No, but apparently they were slapping each other's asses last week when Georgia Tech was winning.
They were rolling on the couch in each other's embrace, and I think Sea Dog might have checked Rec Talk's oil.
Did they do the camp? What was it the Colorado campfire?
That maybe.
I think they did a couple cup
Look
checks.
at you, Vic. Look at you, Vic. All right, my co-host is back, so one of y'all are gonna have to leave.
Isn't it funny too how finally everybody spent a whole week talking about how good Washington is and how they're the only team that hadn't shit to bed yet? Didn't they go out and barely beat Arizona by 6 points?
Hey, I took Washington. I took Arizona in the points too.
Hey, does my USC take still sound crazy after Colorado dropped 41 on them?
Nope, take is not.
Well,
I'll drop out.
You're trying, like that's who Southern Cal is, and like that team can make the playoffs, and it's hard to argue that a team that makes the playoffs is trash.
Well, yeah, and
I mean, their defense is no good. That's not a surprise.
Girl.
Lincoln Riley's made the playoffs with this exact same team 3 times.
Yeah. And I agree that they can make the playoffs, but it's like you said, they're guaranteed a first-round exit every time.
Yeah.
Hey, this is not a troll question, but do you think if Travis Hunter played, do you
No.
think they would have beat? Okay, all right.
No. When you're losing, look, when you're up 30, 40 points at halftime and somebody comes back on you, like that, they just gave up. I mean, if Travis Hunter was in the game, instead of winning by 30 at halftime, they'd have been winning by 15, and they wouldn't have gave up at halftime. They'd have came out and whooped them the same in the second half. Southern Cal just rolled over.
TK, did you hear Uncle Lou's earlier rant about how he's tired of holding up the SEC West?
Mm-hmm.
Holding up the SEC West.
Yeah.
The SEC West is fucking garbage again, and the SEC East has to carry you all around like 7 dead bodies, and I'm getting tired of doing it. When is the SEC West going to pull its own weight? There ain't no
I
undefeated teams over there. Not a single one. Half the East is undefeated. What are y'all doing?
I don't know what we're doing.
I've got to go all over the internet and listen to how bad the SEC is because Alabama and LSU can't beat anybody.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, this girl just
Look,
comes
they're
in.
trying,
Uncle Lou's
they're
drilling
trying their
her.
hardest, okay? They're trying their hardest.
I mean, I don't know what's going on with my Tigers. I
We're like a
am
Big 12
so
team.
Wow.
No,
Hey,
could
let's go
still
lose
win.
every game we
You
play,
know,
48-50.
we could still win the entire
Mm.
conference.
Oh my God.
They can't.
It's possible.
No.
They can't. I mean, they can.
Mathematically, yes, it's possible, but realistically, no, it's not.
Well, who's
Well,
gonna
we'll
win,
just have
Slim?
to see about that because there's a lot of things in this world that aren't very realistic.
Yeah, like that motherfucker ain't real.
I don't care what you say, what anybody says. That motherfucker.
I'm telling you right now.
That
That
motherfucker
motherfucker.
not real.
That motherfucker right there is not real.
If he's
What
not
are
real,
y'all talking about?
not
You
real,
haven't
what
se-
is?
oh my God, you haven't seen that? What is it? A TikTok? Like this viral TikTok video that's going around?
No, it's all over the
No,
place.
I
So,
missed it.
Of the-
Yeah,
I
there was-
haven't even been on the
It
internet.
was like 3 or 4 months ago.
yeah.
Right now.
Yeah,
And
that
I
lady,
just said the same thing
She made a
did.
podcast. I'm subscribed to it. It's
so basically there
pretty
was
good.
yeah, there was a lady who was on the plane and she was making a scene on the plane and they had to take her off the plane. Yeah. And she
So
was
is,
like,
is that confirmation of the lizard people? Maybe.
Hell, that might be me coming up here soon.
so it so
Oh
if
yeah, y'all going to New Orleans here
Yes.
pretty soon, right?
Yes, we are.
When y'all going?
not real.
November. We're leaving the Sunday after
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
wow. So that's
Yeah.
coming quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all got
it
your
is.
hotel booked and everything.
We've got the hotel booked and the plane tickets booked. So yeah, we're yep. All we got to do now
Wow,
is
okay.
just yep. I gotta
Do
go.
they-
I
okay.
gotta go on the Delta website and figure out like the whole suitcase thing. Oh, okay. Bye. Thanks, Lou.
Do they
What
do
did
they
he
have the
say?
do they
I
have
don't know.
the
He
bubble
just dropped
machine?
off. Do they what now?
Oh, you just.
Do they have the bubble slot?
The
Hey,
Oh,
Lou
oh.
had
You know
to,
what? I don't even know. Speaking of
Lou
the
said he
bubble.
had to go prepare for his Chinese massage.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If my
I
Chinese
did-
massage.
When he asked for Deshaun Watson's number, I thought it was.
He said because his back hurts from holding up the West.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. That is true. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah. Speaking of the bubble crafts machine, do you know that the last time we actually went, they didn't have there's 2 machines in Cherokee. The second to last time we all went, like we with Mrs. Pete, Pete and Billy Paul and Robin, whatever, they had one machine that was working. But this last time we went, when it was just me, Lou, I think, Billy Paul, and I think
Sure GA, I think.
yeah, Sir UGA, they didn't have any, and oh, and Pete and Tiger Baskins, yeah, they didn't have, both machines were gone. Yeah, I was pretty upset, but I'll have to look to see if they have that bubble crafts machine. Yes,
I've been to New Orleans.
absolutely,
Oh, go
Mrs.
ahead,
Pete.
BA.
Oh, she was just saying that we need to confirm the thing for the cruise plan. So, TK, I meant to tell you this too. Yeah, so it looks like that Miss Colby is going to be going on the cruise with us.
Okay.
So, and I think I'm going to try and talk to Robin. I've got Robin's number, so I think I'm going to try and talk to Rob about possibly her coming too as well. Like I said, and I think Slim said something about, if he can work it out, if they can work it out, that Mrs. Slim wants to come too.
I love her.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not trying to, make you feel like
Pressure me?
Yeah, pressure you into going. But
Oh, no, I don't feel
It
pressured.
looks like that we might have a good little group of us going. Also, I don't know if Raj is still in the comment section, but I would love to. I have Mrs. Raj's number, so I would love to see if she could possibly go with this as well too. So we're thinking about doing a girls.
Don't feel pressured because it's a long shot that me and my wife will be able to make these trips.
Yeah.
Why, you got babies or something?
Yeah.
A few.
Yeah, just a few.
We got a few.
Yeah, just a few.
And then we have to juggle, surgeries around one, which, people have to take multiple days off of work.
Hey, Slim, did they rebuild that school back up?
Mrs. Pete, text me, I guess, whenever you want to talk next week, whenever you have time next week, and we can kind of sit down because, Miss Colby wants to make sure that she gets all the details and, like the cost of what it's going to be for us to go. So yeah. So just text me.
The first thing, my soon-to-be fiance asked, he's like, "Are we doing the drink package?" That's the first thing.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know how that works again because I've never been on a cruise. But apparently, according to Mrs. Pete, yeah, this one is all inclusive, I think, and then you can do. And then you can
don't do the drink package. I'm telling you.
That's what I told her. Don't do it. Just sneak that
because
shit in.
Here's the thing with it. That it has a limit on how many you can get per day, which, I mean, sounds great. But once you hit that limit, they won't even let you buy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dumb.
Even with your own money? That's crazy.
We could do early January. Let's see. If you wanted to possibly maybe, let me look at my calendar. So we were talking about going. So yeah, if you want to do maybe like the January 5th, 6th, and 7th, because my kids will be at their dad's that weekend. So yeah, if you want to look at that too, that'd be fine.
Mrs. Pete say January's better.
Well, we were planning on going and like the weekend before they went to Vegas. Their Vegas trip is planned from the boys' Vegas trip is planned from January 22nd to the 26th. So I was telling her that we could. It'd probably be more feasible if I could go like a weekend that my kids are at their dad's house. At my dad's house, at their dad's house, so that way I don't have to find a sitter or whatever. So we were thinking that weekend before, which would have been like the 19th, 20th, and the 21st. But now she's saying possibly earlier January. So if you want to look at like the 5th, 6th, and 7th, Mrs. Pete, and kind of get a price, I'd be fine with that. So. She says it's like 15 drinks a day.
Yeah, that's what you get. If you get the drink package, then you get 15 drinks.
Yeah, see,
that's Carnival Cruises.
That would not even be worth it for me because there's no way I could drink 15.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would drink 15 drinks a day. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, you will, because you'll start drinking a whole lot earlier because you're on a cruise.
That's true too. Yeah.
Well, no, because
so you're not saying it's not worth getting the drink package?
Yeah, because like I when we were on it, we of course we saw people start drinking earlier, but then they end up in the casino on the ship half the night, and then they're cut off, and like they won't you're not just buying drinks from the bar. What they're basically doing is just charging it to your room, and they won't let you do that if you have that drink package.
And plus this, those drinks that they serve you, they ain't too strong.
Oh, okay.
No, I never had that problem. That just depends on the bartender.
Oh, that is very true. It's very true.
Yeah.
It's like any other bartender. Your first one's strongest, and they get a little weaker from then on.
Yeah, I imagine if you go to the same bartender and be like, "Hey, man, like, come on."
Yeah, Mrs. Pete, whatever. I mean, I'm pretty. Like I said, I'm pretty flexible as far as. I mean, I'm up for whatever days you want to go. I mean, it would be more, more better. It would be, less of a hassle if we did it on a weekend that that my kids are at their dad's. So that way, I wouldn't have to, find a babysitter for them. So you still have to she said you still have to sneak on your alcohol.
Oh, sneaking on the alcohol, I can give you tips for that. That's for a
Okay.
whole different discussion, though.
Well, look, I'm although Lou was
Put
telling
that
me,
shit in shampoo bottles,
well,
conditioner
Lou
bottles.
was telling me about going onto the Delta website. But I don't know, like I'm feeling a little stressed about exactly how this is gonna go. as far as me packing, because I mean we're gonna be checking one bag, and then we're gonna be we're gonna have like a carry-on. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to be a little stressed out as far as what I can bring, what I can't bring. So, because I don't want to get stopped and frisked. That wouldn't be fun for my first experience of flying, I don't think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got distracted. The baby's running away from the robot vacuum. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I was wondering what Slim was doing. He keeps laughing, but
We got one of these Roombas, and the baby's like, I don't know what you are. I'm avoiding you, and she's trying to get away from it.
Okay, I hear you, Mrs. Pete. Yeah, I'll definitely be hitting you up on some tips and tricks there. So she says just bring on your water bottle with vodka in your personal carry-on cruise, not flying.
You can do mouthwash. You can do shampoo, conditioner bottles. Fill that shit up with
They
Tito's
do
vodka.
sell alcohol on the ship, and it's tax-free.
You can do.
Oh,
I think you
no,
can do on
Raj.
Carnival. You can do 1 bottle of wine. That's what you can do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Raj.
What happened?
I've been on 3 cruises. He doesn't think Mrs. Raj will make it with Cheyenne being diagnosed with early epilepsy seizures. We are both tied with doctor's appointments the next 2 months. I'm sorry to hear that, Raj. That sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry, Raj.
Hey, but
That sucks.
what happened, fishing?
No, I said I've been on 3 cruises so far. I've never attempted to get away with this tomfoolery type thing you're talking about.
What, sneaking on
but
alcohol?
right. I've never tried it.
You never tried alcohol?
No,
You're
he's never
lying.
tried sneaking
I've never tried to
alcohol
sneak.
on a cruise ship.
Oh.
Yeah, never tried to do that.
But there's no need to, because they sell alcohol. Like, they have a liquor store on the ship, and you can buy tax-free.
Yeah, but it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah, it's tax free, but
That
yeah,
shit
it's
is
also
insane.
$15, $20
I mean, if you go to another county where you live in, and then like gas prices are higher, imagine going on a ship and trying to buy alcohol. Like, that shit is ridiculous because it's on a ship.
I bought some in Mexico, and it was cheap, so I didn't have to worry about it.
Well, if you buy it in Mexico, that's different. Buy it on the ship, that's a whole nother story.
So fishing, I told you what's happening. Like I'm talking about what's happening with that Florida football program y'all got going down there.
Wait, weren't you the one that Colby? Weren't you the one that said he's a realistic Florida fan?
He is. Yeah, he is.
I am.
Yeah, Florida.
He's not like Octavian.
Yeah, no, he's only realistic after Kentucky shoves their shit in. Before then,
Okay,
it's not realistic.
I think to be honest, I mean it was a pick'em between Florida and Kentucky, but
it was, and we got our shit pushed in, which is true.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, y'all did.
Yeah, y'all had Celine Driver so pissed off that he rage quit.
Yeah, you left. Yeah, you left.
Well, that's because he can't handle it. He can't handle this shit.
Yeah, he ended his stream. It was only 10-0. He's like, yeah, all right, that's it. I mean,
Did he really?
Yeah.
He gave up when it was 10-0.
Yeah.
I mean,
he literally rage quit. That's exactly, yeah.
What a fucking puss. What a puss.
Yeah, I remember when Georgia was down 10-0, and Anna and I quit. So
Tell him, Vic. Yeah, tell him, Vic. Straight up.
So what happened, Fishing? Are y'all just like a horrible program, or what's going on?
Yeah, we're a bad team. Yeah, we're a bad team.
Is it safe to
We're a
say
terrible team.
Sunbelt Billy doesn't know what he's doing?
Well, I can confirm that, and I can also do this off of scientific evidence. Yes, Billy Napier doesn't know what he's doing, and also 1-7 on road games. Yeah, 1-7 in road games.
Really?
Yeah. One, and the only loss is guess who?
Oh, Austin Peak.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and segue. The only win that he's ever had is to Texas A&M. But guess what, though? I listened to y'all talk about Texas A&M and like the SEC and all that. Guess who's the best team in the SEC? It's Texas A&M.
What?
Yes, it is, Vic. It is. It's Texas A&M.
Okay, as much as I would like that to be true, I don't think so.
Well, who's better?
But I still think Texas
Georgia,
A&M
you can't argue that.
I
Ole
don't
Miss
think
can't argue
Texas
that.
A&M
LSU can't argue
can
that.
beat Georgia.
Well, I mean, why? You can't.
Yeah,
you can't argue against
Alabama.
that.
I feel
the
like
whole
Alabama's
thing.
going to win the West. Let's be real.
Well, we'll find out about
the-
Alabama this week, and
Well,
it's
the beautiful-
Texas A&M too.
The beautiful thing is, we'll find out this weekend because they play each other. But if you don't think A&M's the best team in the SEC, I mean, I don't know what you're watching.
Oh, Texas
they
A&M
look
and
like-
and Alabama play each other?
Yes.
Well, I
this
mean,
weekend.
if you're talking about not taking any past into consideration and only what's been put on the field this year, then yes, that argument can be made.
Well, no shit. I'm not taking no past into effect. I mean, I'm looking at this year. Yeah. Of course.
I'm loving this.
Nobody has nothing to say because it's right. It's true. It's true, bro.
I literally don't have a dog in this fight though, so I'd like to pretend I know what I'm talking about, but
Well, it's hard to call you out, fishing like on your predictions. Because all your predictions, like it can't be true or false. So
I mean, yeah, it can.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, fishing. I mean, A&M beat Auburn 27-10, and we beat them 27-20. So.
Okay, so it's even playing field. You beat him by the same amount of points. So even playing field.
No, A&M beat them by more points.
Oh well,
I want to see the baby run away. Where's she at?
I guess we're losing this argument. Hey.
The baby's running?
Yeah, he was saying earlier that the baby was running away from the Roomba.
Oh,
there she
that baby
is.
heard that A&M take and she fucking took off.
Look how cute. Sweet pumpkin.
I see you back there, Brian. Give me just a second.
Hey, nobody
I'm
can
full
see
right
what
now.
I'm looking at, so they just probably think, "What the heck is she talking about?" But
well, anybody that's met Slim and his wife and his kids, they know exactly what we're talking about. So.
I never thought Slim could make it such a cute baby. I really never did.
Hey,
wow!
I don't care what nobody says about me. I sure make some pretty babies.
You do make some
I ain't gonna argue with you.
They get their mom's looks for sure.
That Zoe, not only is she perfect, okay, like she's just so cute. She talks so sweet and demure and very adult-like.
Yes.
She's very
and she's
mature,
got that little twang,
right?
that little southern twang in her voice too.
Yes.
Oh,
So
that is straight up from her mama.
oh my gosh, so sweet. I love it.
Zoe,
She
Zoe's
is so
country.
country. So
and
country.
a sweetheart. And
Yes.
a sweetheart.
Well, my wife's legit from a family full of farmers. That's why.
Yeah, I love listening to Mrs. Slim talk too, because she's got such a deep like Southern accent. It's hilarious, but so
I have a
so
cute
fun at
Zoe story. I have a Zoe story. They can't hear me, right, Slim?
No, they're
Okay.
She's over there looking at something with her mama, and the other one's reading a book.
Okay. Well, Joey found some chips in one of my bags, and he was asking me if he could have some. I said, "Well, sure, but ask your mom and dad first." And as soon as I said it, I felt bad because I knew the situation, right?
Yeah.
And the only other person in the room was Zoe, and she was at the piano practicing. Okay. And then as soon as he walked out, she looked at me and she's like, "Psst." She calls me over there and she's like, that's not really his mom and dad. My mom and dad are his uncle. Like she's trying to tell me in a way without telling me to be.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
just so cute. So I used this moment to ask her. I said, "Well, what does he call them? Like, what do I say? You know, like because I was starting to think now. You know."
Yeah.
And then I think she came in. She's like, "Okay, like, she's so flippin' cute, man."
Yeah. She is
But she just
definitely
wanted me to know. She
like an
wanted me to
old
know.
soul too, like you said. I mean,
Yeah,
like she talks
yeah.
so like adult, like So.
Oh, she's so cute.
Mhm.
I mean, the way she said it, how
The
she
problem with
said
that
it
is she lets
differently.
it go to her head sometimes.
Oh, I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does.
Well, yeah, I'll
Can I
drop
put
out
one
and
of
let
y'all
Brian.
in the back room and bring on Brian
Yeah,
real quick?
I'll drop out and let Brian in.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Slim. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye, Slim.
All right, y'all.
I was gonna volunteer, but I feel like this.
I think
Yeah,
Brian wants to
Bulldog
talk to
Brian
you.
talk
Yeah,
shit.
so welcome,
I already know what's
Brian.
coming. Good morning. How you
I've said
doing?
it before, and I'll continue to say it. Some people should stick to what they know, and that's why I don't listen to Florida fans whenever they talk about football. Woo!
So, do you just have
Hey,
this?
so what? I mean, what are you saying?
Yeah, Texas A&M is not the best team. They're not even close.
Yeah. Okay. So who's better?
Georgia and Kentucky.
You think Kentucky is better than Texas A&M?
I don't think I know.
Yeah, we don't think we know.
Would
Wait,
you agree? Wait.
That's
Would you
between
agree with
me
that,
and you,
Vic?
Florida man. I don't gotta think.
Would you
I
agree
just
with
know.
that, Vic?
Yeah.
Kentucky.
What
Yeah,
about,
I guess.
What about you, Colby? Would you agree with that?
What?
With Kentucky and Georgia being the best, what was it? The best teams in the SEC?
No. Kentucky being better than A&M.
Oh, Kentucky being better than A&M.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know about that. I know Georgia's the best team in the SEC, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
All right, well,
I beg to disagree, but anyway.
Colby?
Colby, what the fuck are you doing, Colby?
I've been kind of distracted for the past.
Colby, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Was saying that
he always does that. Though.
Fishing was saying
he doesn't listen at all.
Fishing was saying that Texas A&M is the best. What did you say, Fishing?
The best team in the SEC.
He thinks Texas A&M is the best.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought when he first originally said that, I thought he was talking about the West, and I was like, okay, yeah, that might be true. Texas A&M is not the best team in the SEC. No way.
Oh, well, you made a strong point to why they're better than you.
Why Texas A&M is better than Georgia?
Yes.
Why? All right, go ahead. Tell me.
I mean, I'll say a few things. I mean,
shut the fuck up, Florida man.
No, go ahead.
When Max
Go
Johnson
ahead, talk to me, dog. Talk to me.
The starting quarterback just went down, didn't they?
All right, hold up.
Their starting quarterback.
Is Max Johnson better than Connor Wegman? Yes or no?
I don't give a fuck. We're talking
He
about
is.
Georgia,
Okay. Hold up. So yes,
Bro, if
Max
you
Johnson is better than Wegman. So they made an upgrade there.
If you have any brain then you would. Georgia is definitely better than Texas A&M. I don't know what the hell you've been smoking.
You can't prove it to me though. I mean, you can't give me any explanation of why. Look, listen.
Why?
Max Johnson.
Hey,
hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll tell you a simple reason. Who did Texas A&M lose to? Miami.
They lost to Miami.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so
they lost to Connor Wegman. They lost with Connor Wegman. You're not understanding.
The 3-1
Connor Weedman.
Hey, yeah, Weedman, Vic. Yeah, Weedman.
It's the best team in the SEC. That's
all right. Colby, listen to me.
You're bogus.
Colby, Colby, listen to me.
You're about as dumb as Billy Napier.
I
Colby
like
called
this
this
because
man the
I
most
feel,
realest Florida
insults.
fan, too.
Ow,
Never
that's terrible.
I feel
Never
like I'm
forget,
learning.
Colby
Like
said
I'm
this was the realest Florida fan.
I'm hoping to like sink all this in by osmosis, TK. You know, like I like kind of listening to these arguments go back and forth because I feel like
Mhm.
I
Right,
can pick
well-
things up by osmosis.
Well, Colby didn't let me talk, so let me say this.
Okay.
Texas A&M with Connor Wegman was good. I mean, they were good. They were. That's all they were, was good.
Yeah, 3
With
and 1
Max
good.
Johnson, they're great. And
Who did they play?
this is unbiased talking here. This is unbiased. Max Johnson with A&M is like who they should have been, and A&M looks like a fucking top 10 team to me.
All right, cool. You
And
saying
you
top
don't.
10.
Georgia doesn't.
You don't think Georgia's the top 10 team?
You don't look like a top 10 team.
Bro, you are out of your damn mind.
Yeah, you said
what
we.
the hell are you talking
You don't
about?
look like it. And guess what? Bunch of Georgia fans go, "What? You're out of your mind. You don't know what you're
Okay,
talking
well,
about."
I mean,
I
hear
watch
you.
football the same as you do, bruh.
Yeah. You also predicted
Bruh.
Kentucky to lose to Florida. What happened?
Bruh.
Florida lost.
Okay, I don't care. My team sucks. Whatever.
No,
I
your
was wrong.
predictions
Whatever.
don't
I don't
mean
care.
shit. Your predictions
I don't care.
mean shit. So you can
You
predict
care.
everything got your ass, but it ain't happening.
You care.
Yeah, you can watch football. That doesn't mean.
Well,
you
yeah, I do
understand it.
care. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. I
Hold on,
care
got-
because my
I
team
gotta go
sucks.
do
Okay,
something.
like
I'll
that's
I'll
fine.
be back later. Bulldog Brian, take care of this Florida fool for me.
Thanks.
Don't worry, you ain't even gotta tell me twice.
Thanks for coming on, Colby. I
Listen, my
appreciate
good man.
it. All right, I'll let you say one thing, Brian.
I can't wait to be proven wrong.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh, yeah. Not
What's up,
only
Brian?
is Georgia running the rest of this, we're also going to absolutely dog stomp. That'll be the only game that Georgia covers the spread, and I guarantee it. That's all. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks for coming on, Brian.
Oh, okay. See where we're at
Well,
here. See where we're at here.
Well, that here, I mean, I'm ending the show at 6:45 fishing because the Your Season is Over video is going to be premiering. So, yeah, you came in a little bit late. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well,
so I'm ending at 6:45. So,
can I say one more thing?
yeah.
These Georgia fans have to come on here and just defend a barrel win against Auburn, and then they want to talk shit about Florida. So, I don't know what they're watching. It's not the same football I'm watching. But anyway, I guess that's it.
Oh. Well, look, we'll continue this next Sunday. Yeah, so yeah, we'll continue
All right,
this
well-
discussion next Sunday. So thanks for coming on, Fishing.
right.
I appreciate it.
Have a good morning.
Vic, any last words?
Later.
Nope. That's it.
All right, Vic. Always appreciate it you coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on.
All
Yeah.
right. Talk to you later. Oh man. Oh, I totally forgot to mention this, and like hearing them call each other bruh just kind of brought this up. But you know what?
When you said, bruh.
Yeah, when they both were calling each other bruh. So Friday, and this would go kind of wraps into our discussion about how old we are. So Friday was my 25-year high school reunion.
I forgot where I'm at now. When did you graduate?
I graduated in 1998.
98?
Mm-hmm. 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I couldn't believe it. So it was fun though.
So-
Like, I mean, we were all supposed to meet. Like, there was a bunch of people that went to the game. It was homecoming at my high school. My old high school, my alum high school, and we were supposed to meet at the game, and then everybody was going to be heading out to like a local restaurant bar place. I didn't make it to the game, and I told him that I probably wouldn't be able to make it to the game, but I ended up going, hanging out afterwards and stuff like that. And yeah, it was very surreal. To say the
wild.
least. Yeah, 25 years. So they're having this thing come, I think it's supposed to be like in June of next year, to kind of continue off of this 25 years. But they're doing like a prom. Like they want to do like a
Oh, wow.
yeah.
So they want to do this like every year.
Well, I mean, so
Or-
we had a 20 I went to that one. I didn't go to my 10 or my 15. I don't even know if they did a 15, but I didn't go to my 10-year reunion. But I did go to my 20. I think they're planning on doing it like every 5 years or something like that. So after this one, we're
Okay.
probably gonna have a 30. But to tie in with this, what happened Friday is they wanna do like to try and get more people, I guess, to come to to the reunion thing. They want to do like a prom like in June. So
Cute. That's
yeah,
cute. So you can bring Lou
I don't know about that.
as
although
your date.
although he does have fancy shoes to wear to a prom, so
Fancy shoes.
yeah, he does have some fancy shoes to wear to a prom. Yeah. Well, what would be even better if it was like a themed prom. So like if they were to if they were to do like a 90s, like a 90s theme prom. Oh my gosh. I still remember the exact dress I wore to my senior prom. It was one of
Really?
those.
Wait, I
Yeah.
do too.
Yeah, it was like one of those because these were popular back in the day. I think I actually have a picture of it. I don't know if I want to show it though. Anyway, it was like one of those dresses. It was like a short one, but it had like spaghetti straps. But it looked more like a nightgown than it did like a prom dress. You remember when those were popular back in back in the 90s, like
Yeah.
like late 90s. Yeah, that's what I wore to
Yeah.
my senior prom.
With the Doc Martens too. Did the people wear the Doc Martens?
Oh
with
my
it or
gosh,
no?
they still my daughter still wears Doc Martens. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean with the prom dress.
I didn't wear Doc Martens with mine. No, I do know my younger sister did wear Doc Martens with her prom dress, but no, I didn't wear Doc Martens with mine. But yes, there were people at the prom that were wearing Doc Martens. Yeah, so.
I love Doc Martens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have one pair, but
Wait. I cursed too. Who did I curse? I didn't curse anybody. Bulldog Brian said, "BA cursed them, Jay Shipes." Who did I curse?
Cursed who?
Yeah. Are you talking about the dogs? Because look, I was the only one that was like, y'all need to have faith. Like Colby was talking all kinds of bad shit, talking about how Georgia was going to lose to Auburn, and I was like, Colby, stop it. Stop it. So that was pretty. I mean, like he streamed at like he streamed like the 9 o'clock games or the 7 o'clock games, I think, and then on Friday. So I just went and hung out with them for a couple of hours, and then just came back to the house, and we finished watching the Friday night games. I can't even remember who was playing on Friday, to be perfectly honest with you.
Me either. I mean, I was working, I'm trying to think. Hello?
Somebody
Hello?
knocking? Hello?
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? You can hear me. Okay,
Yeah, I
you
can
can
hear
hear
you.
me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know. Somehow I exited out of this thing completely, but I was still here. I don't know what I'm doing. And I forgot what I was going to say.
Yes, tell him, BB, and stop mistreating me. What is this fake news that you're creating on me, Bulldog Brian? Stop mistreating BA. So, someone in the comments posted earlier that the Your Season is Over videos must see. So, again, you guys know that I usually get kind of like a sneak peek of what he's going to be doing, because he kind of tells me, like, I think I'm going to do this, and this, So, I can say that this one is probably going to be a good one as well. So you definitely don't want to miss the Your Season is Over review, and that's the reason that I'm actually ending at 6:45 too, because we talked about this last time. I mean I can't compete with Lou. I can't compete with him. But I also want to see the Your Season is Over's video. I mean the first part of it is always the best part. I mean I could do without the rest of it, but but I mean I support him, and so I watch the whole thing anyway. But yes, but the first part of the Your Season is Over video is always the best. So he says BA read above B beans. Let's see. BA cursed Tennessee by graduating in 1998. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
That's when they won their natty, right?
Yeah, 1998. Hey,
Their
look,
latest.
I'm good. I'm good there. Yeah, we could roll with that. Yeah, we could. I premiered on One Year Season Is Over video, or no, maybe that was a Hype and Hate. I think it was Hype and Hate when Georgia played. Was it Oregon? Yeah, I think it was Oregon. I made a debut in that Hype and Hate video last year.
He needs to do a Philip Wang video with you.
I know.
As
I
his
totally
girlfriend.
miss him. I know. That's.
But you dress up as a nerd too, and you're his girlfriend.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, I keep telling her, I was like, you need to resurrect him. I mean, I don't know what happened to it. I mean, I get, Georgia Tech sucks right now, and they may suck for a long time coming,
That's
but
a cute character.
yeah,
though.
but that's like one of my all-time favorite characters that he has. So yeah, he needs to bring it. If you're listening, Lou, yes, BA needs to see Philip Huang. Yeah. So, oh man. All right, my dear friend, let everybody know what you got going on this week. I know you've been super busy and you've had a lot going on though. But good news, if you could, for those of you that are late, there was an issue with her mom that we're not going to get into, but she is back home and on the mend, right?
As far as I know,
yes. So great news. So for a week that I know has been really, really shitty for you. So yes. But what else you got going on coming up?
Hopefully, I think I'm gonna pick Wednesday since I'm gonna be off on Wednesdays. I'm gonna pick Wednesday to be my show night. Now at 8:00, I mean, I liked doing it at 8.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of watchers at 8, I think, because a lot of people that watch me watch Lou and Pete, right?
Mm-hmm.
And neither of them are on at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I'm only gonna have one show a week for whatever. Why not just do it 8 to 10? I mean,
yeah.
If you want to come live, you can. If not, if you want to listen later, that's fine. It doesn't bother me either way anymore. Like, every girl though, all the time, even today. Apparently, what's his name? Edward. Are you still getting letters? Because I
emails.
Still get emails. Yeah, that he's
He
doing
sent
his
me-
show live
yes,
right now.
Yes, he sent me an email Saturday and was like, "Here's the link to my live stream or my StreamYard recording." That's how he words it, though. He's like, "Here's the link to my StreamYard recording that I'm doing right now." So.
Oh, is that how he says it? I thought he was like, I'm live streaming now, put the link, right? And then, but I don't even see these until days later.
I know.
Sometimes.
Yeah, like I didn't even see this email until like late Saturday night. But so here's what it says. It says, "Dear Battle Angel, here's the link for tonight's broadcast." Okay, so that's how he tonight's broadcast, and then it's a StreamYard link. So, but by the time I saw it, it was like almost like midnight, So
yeah,
and
but then he did a follow-up one though that I could go see his live stream, the link, so I could go there and watch it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so
even though he doesn't watch us at all,
I know. Well, I mean, he does say that he has to work on some Sundays, and he usually doesn't get off till about 7. So, and I mean,
I don't think he regularly watches even Lou and Pete, and he's on the Lunch Bunny show, and they're on a lot of different times. And
that is true. That is true. I don't normally see
very
him.
rarely.
Yeah, very rarely. I see him. So, but. You know.
It's all about Edward in Edward's world.
And look, he's doing his own thing, all right? Yeah.
He is doing his own thing.
And he's being look, he's a productive member of society. He works, he's been working at Publix, but he'll tell you for over 20 years. So, I mean, he's doing what he needs to do. You can't fault him for that.
Oh no, I don't fault him for that. I just fault him for being a wussy ass boy who can scream at me and not be afraid of another man. That's a wussy.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
talking about that's the story. That's the story for another time, another show.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes.
All right, my beautiful friend. Thank you so much.
I love you, girl, and I love everyone in the chat. Be blessed and mwah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this Sunday edition of Bad Bitch Fuel. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I am so sorry that I'm having to cut it, 15 minutes short. But I mean, you guys can't miss the "Your Season Is Over" video. I mean, if you do, what are you doing? You can't do that. Can't do that. Those are always great. So, and we'll get this. We'll eventually get this. This slot. Thing down. So, but yeah. So, and I mean, again, I'm not gonna compete with him. I can't compete with him. So, but yeah. So I will see you guys over at the "Your Season Is Over" video. Quick shout out to Millis Vanillis for the Cash App. Really appreciate that, and the help supporting the show and myself. Same time, same place next week, guys, and I appreciate it. Make sure that you're hitting the thumbs up as you're exiting if you haven't done so, and love you guys.